Meow, my friends. It seems Kim Jong-un has decided to ring in the holiday season with a festive display of ballistic missiles. Nothing says peace on earth quite like multiple launches into the Sea of Japan, am I right? At approximately 6:05 AM GMT, North Korea unleashed a barrage of 5 ballistic missiles into waters off its eastern coast. These projectiles, estimated to have a range of over 1,000 kilometers, are capable of carrying payloads up to 1,500 kilograms. That's enough to deliver a very unpleasant Christmas surprise to anyone on Kim's naughty list. This latest display of pyrotechnic prowess comes hot on the heels of a United Nations meeting where member states expressed deep concerns about Pyongyang's nuclear ambitions. UN Under-Secretary General Rosemary DiCarlo warned that North Korea continues to carry out its 5-year military plan, including the launch of intercontinental, intermediate-range and short-range ballistic missiles. It's like Kim Jong-un heard the world's worries and thought, you know what would really spice up this international tension? More missiles. The timing of these tests is about as subtle as a sledgehammer to the face. Just yesterday, North Korea fired off a Hwasong-18 intercontinental ballistic missile, which is basically the missile equivalent of saying, I can hit you from really, really far away. This bad boy has a range of approximately 15,000 kilometers, meaning it could theoretically reach anywhere in the continental United States. It's like Kim Jong-un is playing a high-stakes game of I'm not touching you with the entire Western Hemisphere. But wait, there's more. The Hwasong-18 isn't just long-range, it's also quick on its feet. Unlike its liquid fuel predecessors, this solid fuel missile can be launched faster than you can say international sanctions. It's the microwave meal of the missile world, quick, convenient, and potentially disastrous for your health. The solid fuel technology means these missiles can be stored for longer periods and launched with minimal preparation, giving North Korea a more reliable and responsive nuclear deterrent. It's like they've upgraded from a rusty old cannon to a state-of-the-art machine gun in their arsenal of international provocations. Japanese Defense Minister Gen Nakatani, clearly not amused by North Korea's fireworks display, stated that these missile developments threaten the peace and safety of our nation and the international community, so they are totally unacceptable. Well, thank you, Captain Obvious. I'm sure Kim Jong-un will immediately cease all missile activities upon hearing such a strongly worded condemnation. Japan's Chief Cabinet Secretary Yoshimasa Hayashi chimed in, calling the missile test an outrageous act that would escalate tensions with the entire global community. It seems the international community is playing a game of diplomatic bingo, trying to find new ways to say, hey, knock it off, without actually doing anything. Meow, let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer audacity of North Korea's actions. They've conducted over 270 missile launches since 1984, with more than a quarter of those happening just this year. It's like they're trying to set a Guinness World Record for most missiles launched while under international sanctions. At this rate, they'll soon have more missile varieties than Baskin-Robbins has ice cream flavors. But here's the kicker, my friends. While Kim Jong-un is playing Rocket Man, his people are struggling to put food on the table. North Korea allocates a whopping 25 to 33% of its GDP to military spending. Meanwhile, over 45% of the population is dealing with malnutrition. It's like throwing a lavish fireworks party while your house is on fire. While most countries invest in trivial things like healthcare, education, or functioning power grids, North Korea has boldly decided that what its people really need is more ways to turn their neighbours into radioactive parking lots. The international community's response to these provocations has been about as effective as a chocolate teapot. Sanctions have been piled on sanctions, yet North Korea keeps advancing its missile technology faster than you can say nuclear deterrent. It's almost as if economic pressure isn't the magic solution everyone hoped it would be. China and Russia, playing the roles of North Korea's reluctant bodyguards, continue to block meaningful UN Security Council actions. It's like trying to discipline a toddler when the grandparents keep sneaking them candy. And let's not forget the broader implications for the region. Japan and South Korea are watching these missile tests like nervous neighbours at a pyromaniac's barbecue. They're beefing up their defences and sharing intelligence faster than gossip at a high school reunion. It's an arms race in slow motion, with each side eyeing the other suspiciously over the fence. South Korea has announced plans to enhance its military capabilities, while Japan is considering doubling its defense budget. It seems Kim Jong-un's New Year's resolution is to perfect his long-distance throwing arm. Pity he couldn't have taken up something less provocative, like extreme ironing or competitive dog grooming. So, what's next in this high-stakes game of nuclear chicken? Will more strongly worded letters be issued? Will we see another round of sanctions that North Korea will promptly ignore? Or will diplomacy finally prevail, bringing peace to the Korean peninsula and leaving weapons manufacturers sadly twiddling their thumbs? One thing's for sure, my friends. As long as Kim Jong-un keeps treating international warnings like suggestions on an optional reading list, we'll be here, watching the skies and wondering what explosive surprise he'll cook up next. In the game of international diplomacy, North Korea is playing with live ammunition. Let's hope the rest of the world can keep their cool. Unlike those hot-headed missiles, if you're feeling as blown away by this news as those test missiles, why not launch that subscribe button? It's the only kind of launch we endorse here at Newscats. Stay safe, stay informed, and for heaven's sake, stay out of North Korean airspace. Thanks for tuning in to Newscats. I'm Ron DeParmesan.